Greetings to you and welcome to my channel. Are you wondering who I am and what I can do for you? Or maybe curious about how I'm working with my clients through my high-end coaching packages or events? Alright, I'm going to tell you. I'm Imre, and I'm here to help you unleash your mind and life by creating tipping point moments that last. I'm pretty sure you're not here to describe my CV. You can find those data easily on my website or in other places. Besides, I'm not a big fan of CVs and titles, although I have them covered, but I favor actions and game plans. You're probably here to know me as a person, to put a face to my name, and see if there is any chemistry between us, right? Or maybe you're wondering if I could be the person who will put you and your life on the right track. But whatever your reasons are, the fact that you are here now proves that you want to grow, to learn, or find out new things, and that instantly places you on top of a long list of people who would never watch such videos. Therefore, congratulations, and I'll make your time worth it. What would you say if I tell you that you can change your life starting with this second? Would that be of interest to you? This channel will bring all that you need. I am on it now. Because your dreams may sound complicated or life full of struggles, but in fact, the important things are simple, even if they are not easy. You could get control over your life in less time than you ever imagined, even if you are long overdue from your point of view. But as long as you're alive, it's never too late. Thing is, we are not taught in school how to succeed in life, how to reach our objective, how to find out what we really want, and what are those objectives, and all those secret sauces that can transform our life and inner potential to bring out the maximum outcome. We are taught instead tons of bullshit about who we are, who we should be, what we need to learn, what's appropriate and what not, and using the powerful tool of social approval by keeping the norms, we comply pretty quickly and we become a washed face in the crowd. And most of all, we are not taught about how the human mind works, how to deal with life, how to achieve what we want. We are taught pieces of information without a roadmap, and what's worse, we are put in the ocean to swim without fins or other resources. That is why your only chance to make up your life at the fullest is personal development. Your personal growth is the best time investment you can make, and it's a lifelong journey, with a very cool, exciting one. Living your life with your best friend, called personal development or PD, you are entirely gamified. It's true, because it's the only way to reach new levels, and each level brings new goodies. Of course, threats too, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Let's continue with my analogy. Video games are viral, and even if you don't play them, I'm pretty sure you had some favorites in the past, maybe in high school. I sure had.
Playing video games.
So, do you remember those basic video games with levels where you eat things or fight with some weapons, and once the target is reached, you go on the next level? And there you have a new food or a new weapon or a bigger fish, but also new type of enemy. What I want to point out is that being on level 1, you have no access to level 2 and you have no idea what's in there. And when you're finally there, a new, unique universe opens and things you didn't know they even exist are there, and your impact gets bigger on the road. The expansion of your view grew, And you can see perspectives you didn't have before, new strategies to play your game. That's something I suggest you remember every time you're thinking to stop or quit in your life. I'm on level C. What could be on level D? Because you cannot know what's behind the closed door if you're afraid and keep your comfort zone intact like a fortress. One of my favorite quotes, I have no idea where did I get it from. It's been in my head for so many years, but I totally love it. It empowers me when the time comes. If you know the origin of it, please let a comment below or any other comment about my topic for that matter. People keep staying in hell because they know the street names. Think about it. This is the best description of the comfort zone. I associated this quote with the movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams and Cuba Gooding Jr. when Annie is in hell and she can't get out. If you didn't see this movie, I recommend it. Has some powerful messages there and also mind-blowing imagery. Don't worry, I left the name and the link in the description in case you need it. This fantastic quote explains so many things: mediocrity, the relationship between victim and victimizer, abused and abuser, every kind of deviation from how the regular routine life should look like. Because many times in your life, hell is your comfort zone. It may look like a ghetto with shady streets, no street lights, dirt, and garbage all over the place, dangerous gangs who kick your ass anytime they have the chance. But once you are at the border of your neighborhood, you get scared. Not because of your neighbors, but because you have no idea what is out there. It may be too much light on the other side. If you don't know what light and war means, you can be afraid the same way as you are afraid of anything else. So you have two choices: stay or go out. Guess how many people stay? The 80% from the Pareto principle, the 99% if we take that only the richest 1% owns half the world's wealth. Doesn't matter which metrics you follow, the ratio is not in your favor, meaning you're inclined to stay where you are or do only those changes that fit your gang. Otherwise, you'll be screwed. In order to get out, you need to challenge the status quo. You may need to leave behind your friends, home, everything. You may need to change old habits, acquire new skills, travel, or do things you never did. This can get scary. In order to grow, you need to challenge your old beliefs. Your mind holds all the keys. Question is, do you use your mind? And here we are. This is what I do. I challenge the status quo and put your mind into action. That's what I did my entire life. I challenged myself, reinvented myself many times to gain access to our inner self and power. I started all over without blinking, blending in places and environments I didn't know anything about. I didn't follow the crowd, but modeled the traits of different groups. I failed and won many times. During my 20 plus years of experience, I explored the human mind from all the perspectives I could find, including forensic criminology, putting myself in personal and professional experiences that could make others think I'm nuts. I worked with people from numerous domains in order to gain access to hidden information and learn stereotypes and success traits. I've read, learned, and studied people, dead or alive, to find patterns and differences. I studied success and mediocrity. I made a fool of myself in many situations to see the reactions and effects. I shadow different personas during 24 hours in different settings, measuring what others think of me based on specific shallow appearances I've recreated. I was particularly interested in the complex mechanism behind everything we do, psychologically, emotionally, holistically, with a particular accent on human motivation. What makes us tick? What stops us? During these years, I've trained thousands of people, I coached hundreds. Now I do this with the top people, top performers, because I've reached a level where by following my mission, I decided that I want to impact more lives, and that's possible by giving the strengths to the right people, and those are the one in power or on top of things. Luckily, you can gain access to the correct information here on my channel for free. That's why I decided to animate this channel and make it worth it for each persona who had the right intuition to come here and subscribe. We won't do bullshit here. And nothing that you may hear won't be a copy paste. It's something I found to be true from the field. And if you are the one who can work with me in person, that's fine. But if not, just stay tuned and you'll learn a lot of things by yourself. Some of you may be interested in my keynotes. I did many speeches before and I started doing this long time ago. In fact, I've trained other speakers for the first time in 2001. It's about me as a speaker. I delivered many speeches, some good, some less good, for life, corporate business events. I improved on the way. Today I do it differently. Every keynote is unique and needs a proper preparation in advance. My goal is to create those, as I said before, tipping point and aha moments, because the time spent with a big audience has the power to impact through the effect of the masses, and because if you can touch the heart, the mind will follow. I also value time as the most precious resource. So my reasoning is actually pragmatic. These people are here in front of me for 40 minutes or maybe 2 hours. That's huge. And they could handle their smartphones all the way to the end or stay inert and bored, losing precious time from their families, careers, or who knows what. These minutes here need to count. This is how I think now. When they leave, they need to go with something valuable, more than they thought they could gain. Exceeding expectations motivates me, and this was always a great motivator for me. Each event I participate as a keynote needs to have meaning to the people, and those who leave need to go with a gift or feeling different, better, more powerful, free, in control. And since I know how the inner mechanism works, I know that planting a seed today can grow and show the effects in years from now sometimes. So I'm planting those seeds in my audience. They don't need to remember when they reach what they wanted, that the seed was implanted during one of my speeches, coaching, or training session. Doesn't matter. If the fact is attained, it means my mission was successful and that's my purpose. Well, we all have a mission, a purpose. I sincerely hope you know yours, because if you don't, you have things to do, and this must go on top of your bucket list. Really. Otherwise, you waste your life, and that would be a shame. I don't lose time anymore, and that's something I can promise. I don't know why you are here on my channel right now, but even if it's about booking me or only know me and learn from my experience and private library, you're welcome to be part of this community of quality human beings, those who want to achieve something in their lives. You should stick around. I do my best to bring all of those goodies to you here. And I won't talk that much about me and what I do as in this video, I promise. But this was a bit the purpose of this video, so I needed to do it in order to make you know me better in case you didn't before. Can you forgive me? So please subscribe if you haven't, give me a like or a comment below, and let's make this world a better place by growing together.